smiles when you wish you had a bit heavier line on, eh? Whoa!
Sounds like a trooper too.
Andre's got a little screamer on the little gear. Whoa, whoa, whoa! The Lateral Line is proudly brought to you by Violet Organic Foods. It's been somewhat of a struggle to find a day to go fishing lately because it's done nothing but rain. I reckon we've had the wettest forecast on record. Well, I mean on my little record. But anyway, when the weather's been fine, Milan has been on kid duty or there's been something major happening on the building site. But today the stars have aligned and the boys are on the water. We have a reasonable forecast. There's a little bit of rain around, says the forecast, and we have seen a bit of rain already today. But I reckon on those rainy, overcast days, the snapper fishing in the harbour is pretty good. So that is today's mission. We're going snapper fishing in the harbour in a burley trail, and all I really want out of today, or all of us really want out of today, is just to get a feed of fresh snapper, because we haven't had any fresh fish for quite some time. Once again, building brother Andre is on board because it just wouldn't be right leaving your mate at the building site while you're going fishing. So, yeah, Andre's keen as for a feed as well. The boys are rigging up super light gear at the moment to make catching those snapper just that little bit more entertaining. And we are anchored up in 1.5 meters of water, pumping burley, and there will be drifting pillies down the burley trail trying to pick up some yummy snapper. Bring on something to eat.
It's when you got little islets like this that you realise that maybe you need some prescription glasses.
I was just checking mine to make sure I got mine on mine too.
You lose a big fish because you tie that silly knot, man, and didn't rig your
fish.
rods at home. You know what's going to happen, eh?
Gonna ridicule me?
Grief is coming in your direction. That's an awesome knot, that one.
Right.
Snapped under like 2 pounds of pressure. That's a better looking knot, Milan.
Yeah. I don't want to lose a fish.
I reckon you like losing them. Entertaining everybody.
We need Luke here to tie FGs.
It's pretty quiet.
Better get coffee on, eh?
Is it coffee time?
I did hear coffee time.
Coffee time.
That is a wild hat, Milan.
It's the best one. It's the
It's
only day you
wild.
can film it though.
Oh, dull day.
Yeah. Only got to wear it on dull days. You can't film it in the sun.
When the sun hits that hat, man, it's like...
Ding,
Ding, ding, ding, ding, ding. There's Milan. The big blowing out bit on my screen.
At least they'll see me if we ever get in trouble on the water. Follow the hat. If we don't get bites in like the next 10 or 15.
Coffee has this way of making everything a little bit better. Milan's not feeling the love.
No snappers, so you got to move. Got to keep on moving around the harbour till you find where the... I suppose it's like a paddock of cows and you got the grass and they want the shellfish and all the crabs and everything, and you find where they haven't harvested yet and you'll find the snapper. They're in big schools and you just got to track down where they want to feed for the day.
Spot number 2. It's a bit quiet today in more ways than one. Fishing's quiet, but man is it still and quiet and still. And so the boys are on the move once more. Spot number 3. You reckon he's got it right this time, Andre?
Well, I hope so.
Finally on Spot X.
Third time lucky.
Third time's a charm, mate.
Yeah. Everything in threes, man.
Best thing about slow fishing is Milan gets bored and he starts cooking.
Nothing good about slow fishing. Especially when you can see them swimming around, you can't catch them.
They're just kahawai schools. I've seen them with the drone. Little kahawai schools.
Eating whitebait.
They didn't look like they were eating anything.
Just cruising.
Just cruising around the flats, man.
Cruising with spooky dokies.
We got venison patties on the menu, and venison patties courtesy of my brother Graham at Mootown Meats in Morrinsville. Thank you, Graham, for turning all of my success that I've had this year with the bow and arrow into venison patties, venison salami, venison sausages, wild pork bacon. You are a legend, my man, and I appreciate it. And if you out there are anywhere near the Morrinsville area and you need a butcher or meat for pretty much anything, then he is your man. He is one of the best people that I know in this world, and he is the best butcher that I've ever met or had the pleasure of working with. So yeah, you can't go wrong with Mootown Meats in Morrinsville, Graham and his amazing team. So get yourself in there and get some.
Yeehaw.
Check that out.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get that on the building site? You don't, eh?
No, I've toasted sandwiches every day, but I do get my coffee made for me every day, which
Oh,
I'm
that's pretty good.
very much appreciative of. Very good. Oh, this is luxury specialties on the boat.
Thank you, Milan.
You're welcome. Thank you for killing them. I reckon we should do eel salami and smoked eel next.
Smoked eel.
I got a good spot for eels.
Wiping the cameraman's farm plate.
Well, the cameraman's got to film you wiping the cameraman's plate.
Yep.
Thank you, Andre.
There's certain things that I'll do for a mate, and there's other things that I definitely won't do. And we won't go there.
One more coffee and then I hear the boys are talking about drifting out the harbour and soft baiting their way down the harbour to where the big fish live.
I reckon we might pick up a few doing that, actually. Be cool just an out to this channel.
Yeah, we'll put the Minn Kota over and just keep us in the centre and just
Yeah.
slide down. I can put the drone up again.
Our absolutely glass beautiful day has been disrupted by the massive 5 knots of wind that's forecast. Still glass on this side of the boat though. Milan left the soft baits at home, so a single hook, a tiny little sinker, and then a piece of kahawai that's about the same size as a soft bait, I reckon will be just as good.
Little
Those scissors go
imitation up on the dashboard, brother. Little imitation.
Imitation soft bait?
Imitation soft bait. But it's got flavour and everything.
Flavour. I reckon you could fool even the most cunning of fish with that. Milan's up to his normal tricks, catching everything but... Come on, man.
One day I'll start catching fish again. I'm a bit
Well-
sporadic at the moment.
Yeah, after your After your last little dry spell, you did really well. Caught a big one. Then got cleaned up by Luke. Oh, bites. Get him, Milan. Oh,
Got him.
you got him. What'd you get? The Kahawai
Kahawai?
imitation bait junkie has just worked.
Good fillet there for the boys.
If you're going to catch one, catch a big one, they say. Fat.
Little fat cannibals. The old cast and retrieve.
It's working.
On the surface, on the surface. Little kahawai strips are working a treat on catching kahawai.
No snappers yet, eh?
I don't think the snappers are here.
Oh, Andre's in too.
Andre's in as well. We got a double on kahawai.
You would definitely found the kahawai.
Plenty of kahawais and no snappers. I am slowly but very surely getting better with the drone. It is real good fun chasing after the boat, and I can just about now chase the boat with the drone and fly a 360 around the boat while the boat's moving and keep it all in a smooth transition without it getting all shaky and jerky and everything else. But yeah, anyway, just had a heap of fun chasing the boat around with the drone. And then we went over to the marker pole to test the marker pole as I believe you should do when you're driving past marker poles in the harbours. Sometimes they hold kingfish and sometimes they don't. There wasn't any kingfish there today, but I've got a clip on my phone which I found the other day of Milan casting a sluggo in there not so long ago, and 2 big kingies followed it out. So I will use that clip right here and right now, and at least then you've seen some fish in this show. When I was looking at that clip with the kingies, there was also a clip in the same folder that we were driving in the harbour here one day. Said to Milan, there's a bronzy over there, drive over there so I can film it. And then just as we got right up to it and just about on top of it, I was like, no, hang on, that ain't a bronzy, it's a great white shark. So I'll put that clip in the show right here and right now as well. And then there's some epicness in this one. Because the boys are struggling a bit to catch anything other than the mighty kahawai, which of course no one's complaining about because Milan makes awesome fish fingers with the mighty kahawai, and that'll be on dinner menu tonight. Right now the boys are anchored up in the shallows once more. Burley is pumping, hoping to catch something other than the mighty kahawai, trevally, kingfish, snapper, just something else. Put in the chili bin, and then I don't imagine it'll be too long after that, and the boys will be trying to find something else to do or headed home. Either which way, smiling from ear to ear. Turned out to be a much better day than the forecast said. I think the harbour's full of kahawai and not much else.
I think the kahawai's eating everything else.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful eater.
Yeah.
We're lucky we already got lots.
Got him.
Well, it might be a Trevor. Looks like a Trevor, eh? Yeah. Could be or a big kahawai.
Well, if you're going to get a Trevor, it's going to be now because we're just about at low tide. They seem to turn up as the tide drops. What do you reckon, Andre? Trevor or another mighty kahawai? Well, guess what Andre just did? He caught a snapper. Whether it's big enough to put in the bin or I don't know,
That's
but
a whopper.
That's huge.
That one's going in the bin, Andre.
Holy shit,
snapper and kahawai for dinner.
Did you hear that? Is it big enough?
He is the cameraman, though.
Someone talking your fish there.
Yeah.
It's an awesome sized fish, man.
Someone
why
changed their tune. Oh, you didn't think it was big enough.
Why were you talking it down, man?
I never was. On a slack tide.
It is a very welcome sight after a day full of nothing but the mighty kahawai.
Many kahawai to catch this.
Well done, Andre. Hey, Milan. Andre's now got the biggest kahawai and the biggest snapper.
Yeah.
Yep.
I saw bigger eels than him. I did see bigger eels. I can do something right.
I can't compete with
Milan's got some eel footage that he desperately wants me to use, so here, have a look at Milan's little eel footage.
I'm hunting big eels for the overseas people to show what big eels look like in our rivers, because they're pretty awesome. And I've almost found some, they were just like 1.5 metre droppies, not really big ones.
Anyway, little Milan montage of eels and his weekend away. Oh, another one. Missed it. Mizzy tickle. Andre reckons he's hooked the snapper, and Milan reckons he's hooked the Trevally. What do you reckon?
Something good anyway.
Something good, or is the current just dressing it up? Oh, you did get a snapper. Maybe Milan's got a real big snapper.
Trevor, I think.
Trevor, please be a Trevor.
Yeah, I want
Then we can have kahawai, snapper, and sashimi. Trevor sashimi for the entree. Come on. Don't you lose him.
Move something.
Can't see him yet. It looks like a Trevor, eh?
Yeah.
Straight up and down and nod, 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 as Trevors do. Come on, show yourself. I see it.
Trevor.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, you legend.
I've got to get him in the boat yet.
Snapper kingfish and Trevally sashimi. Oh, yeah. We got the mixed bag today. Now's when you wish you had a bit heavier line on, eh? Whoa!
Sounds like a Trevor too.
Andre's got a little screamer on the little gear. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Oh, you got him! Milan got him!
Good work, bro. Look at
Oh, that is an awesome fish, bro.
Put all that burley and we finally got the rewards.
Oh, nice fish, man.
You got a Trevally too, you reckon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Couple of Trevors to finish it off. That is awesome.
Beautiful harbour fish.
Now you just got to get your one in, bro. Ah! Oh, no!
Oh, no.
No, still there. Oh, Milan's going to get another one, you reckon?
Yeah, Trevors too.
Oh, it's a beauty, Andre. Oh, Milan's hooked one. Put it in the rod. Hey! Oh, that is awesome. I think Milan's got another Trevor. Oh, listen to him. Thank you, Mr. Trevor. You are a stunner.
Nice.
He's going to be good tonight. Nice work, Andre.
I'm happy.
Yeah, you would be, eh? You're always the food one. Milan's got another one. Is that another Trevor? Is it a Trevor, Milan? Snapper.
Yeah.
Well, I don't imagine the boys are going to be here for very much longer. We now have snapper, Trevally, and kahawai in the chili bin for dinner tonight. It's going to be awesome. Sashimi, entree, and then fish fingers are on the menu, I reckon. Churcher, my brothers and sisters, thank you all so very, very much for watching The Lateral Line. And I want to say a special thank you to Tim and his daughter Evie. Tim, I really appreciate your comments, my man, and to Evie that is watching The Lateral Line with Dad, thank you very much too. And Evie, I reckon you should get Mum into watching The Lateral Line as well. While I am here and thanking everybody, the boys looked up again, I want to say a massive thank you to Mr. Dick Johnson. Dick is a DJ and a very, very good one at that. And it is Dick's music that I use in the Lateral line. Dick is kind enough to supply us with his music. And not only does he supply us with his music, he has yet to send me a bill for any of it because we can't really afford it. Not only does he supply his music, his awesome music, free of charge, but once I've edited all the music in to the Lateral line and I've done absolutely everything that I can do, audio and visual, you know, the finished product, I extract the audio file and send that to Dick, and then Dick works his audio magic on it and brings all the levels to the same, takes out any wind-blown noise where I've stuffed up and haven't had my audio working, and does whatever he can to make the audio the best that it can be, and the Lateral line wouldn't be as good as what it is without his input. So Dick, thank you very, very much for all that you do. Myself and Milan really appreciate it, and we get lots of people commenting about your music, saying how good it is and how it adds to the whole experience of the Lateral line. When I was last speaking to Dick, he told me that he hasn't caught a big kingfish in a very long time. And given the fact that he supports the Lateral line to the level that he does, that is a crime. So very, very soon I want to get Dick out with the boys fishing and try and get a big kingfish in his arms. So hopefully that will be happening in the next couple of shows because it is big kingy season. So yeah, that is us. Church. Thanks for watching. Did you make a house build video?
I did. It's all about the roof.
The roof.
We're getting there, slowly.
Yeah. House build video coming up next.
On the Lateral line. Wow, with the structure finally finished after 6 weeks of hard slog, it was time to let the roofers get on and to start waterproofing the house. It was an exciting time on site. Most of the heavy lifting and hard work was complete. And once we had the house closed in, it would be the start of personalising each room. The idea around the exterior of the house was to go completely new, with finished products to keep the maintenance to a bare minimum. The only painted surfaces were going to be the soffites, beams and poles. Then when you come inside the house, it was all reclaimed products with a small bit of new. With moving into spring, we were hoping for some warm, dry weather. But sometimes when you manifest really, really hard, Mother Nature still has a final say. Some mornings started with frosts, and even frozen with ice. And then there were those rainy days that just kept on coming. The positive was though that the fascia had started getting laid, and it wasn't long till the roofers turned up and started getting the big job of running corrugated iron to seal the house from the rain. Rain had been a major for us this winter. It had been one of the wettest winters I can remember. Some days to wake up to beautiful skies only to have the skies open up and then just dump a ton of rain. Then an hour later, it's sunshine, lollipops and rainbows everywhere, and it was back to t-shirts as the heat radiated back in. I can now understand why they used to have roof shouts, as what an achievement to get the house fully roofed and dry. It was a joyful day to wave goodbye to the roofers and to sit back and enjoy a dry building that was starting to look what I had always imagined. Days now will be spent getting soffites ready so the bricklayers and joinery people can come in and get the house fully waterproof. So we can start the fun stuff of designing the inside of the house. Hopefully from here on in, the rain stops, the sun shines, and we have a great run to the finish.
The Lateral line is proudly brought to you by Violet Organic Foods.